Hello guys, it's Midas here. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, it's kind of obvious. We're going to be rating some Nitro Type seasons. I don't know how many I'll be able to get through in this video, but we'll try to see how many I can get through because I tend to ramble about certain things. But yeah, without further ado, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I know you guys are excited. Let's just get it started. So here we go. We have this nice tier list. S obviously means great, and F obviously means terrible, like super terrible. I'm pretty sure you guys know the gist of this, and yeah, we're just gonna get started. We're jumping right into it. I don't want to waste a lot of time because I have a feeling I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on some of these. So first off, we have season 21. I didn't really play much. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really play much at this time, so I kind of have I'm an unreliable source. Dang, oh my gosh. I'm an unreliable source for this sort of thing because I wasn't really playing. I don't really have many opinions. I'm honestly kind of neutral about it. It has the what is that? The Alfa Romeo and the Porsche, and I might have been some other things, but I guess considering that it was early. It was Nitro Type's first attempt at trying to make a season. I would probably say yeah, they're good cars, but I guess not really what people were looking for. And I'll probably say the same thing about season 22. Now for back to school, however, after looking, I didn't really again, I didn't play that much during this time period. Still trying to get back into the game. I believe this was 2019. So after looking at the rewards, it has the AU79, which is probably one of the coolest gold exclusive cars ever, and it has several other things. It was packed this season, so I'll probably give it a higher rating, maybe B. Again, I didn't play much at the time. I'm sorry about that, but that's just, I'm trying to give you as neutral an opinion as possible. So yeah. Then what we have, season 24. All right, where should this one go? I'll probably put it here too, because yeah, that's nice, but the other cars, not so much. Something Wicked is okay. It's not that car. Something Wicked is like a C tier car, but the Goblin is just terrible. But yeah, that car, the Porsche Spider or whatever it is, I like that car. It's nice. Moving on from that. Again, these seasons didn't really have much theme. It's either Halloween, just new cars. As you can see, there wasn't much theme. It's just bringing new cars into the game. Because it happened I don't even know when it happened. I'm not a Nitro Type Wikipedia person, guys. I do look at it sometimes, but I'm not constantly monitoring it. I'm not a moderator or anything like that. Which is alright. It's fine. So, anyways, what else? We have X-Max Season 25. Alright, let me just take a second and refresh my memory on this. Season 25. Alright. Okay, I need to take a look at these rewards here because I forgot. Okay. Oh, it had all this stuff. Oh, okay, I remember now. Alright. Okay, so after refreshing my memory and taking a look at it, I'd probably give it has, okay, say what you want, but some of those rewards were pretty nice. I don't care. I know I didn't even play, but I guess if for some who did play, I guess they might have been. I mean, yeah, the golden ticket's really the highlight and the rocket claws. Other than that, the cars are kind of bland. The frosted roller cars aren't that terrible either. It's really just these tricycles that just don't fit at all, in my opinion. They're pretty mid. And also just a rocket sleigh just always comes, or always returns, whatever. But yeah, honestly, I don't get why people hate on the season. There's not really much bad with it, in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion, guys. It's okay if you disagree with me. I'm just doing it for myself, basically, and also for you guys, trying to entertain you guys. Alright, what now? We have Season 26. This is when I started getting back into the game. Until COVID came and I just stopped and, played Fortnite. Season 26, this one, it was okay. I'll give you that. All the cars that were in that season already returned to the item shop at some point, and they were okay. There wasn't anything super terrible about it, and there wasn't anything super great about it. Like, if it's an okay season, I'll probably put it in the C one. We haven't had any A or S tiers yet. They're coming up soon. Now we have Neon Spring. Now I'd probably put this one up here. Want to know why? Or actually not even. I'd probably give it like, once we get more up there, it's probably going to end up being like low C. Because it's not bad, but it's not like super great. Like, I remember, like, come on. It had a lot of good rewards. It's when stickers got introduced. There was a lot more cosmetic items for players to use. It wasn't just cars and titles and cash like previous seasons. So I think this one was probably when, like, it was good. That's all I'm going to say. It was good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Didn't really play that much. I did get the Tie Green, though, which was probably one of the only free rewards that I could get. But that was alright. I didn't really have Nitro Type Gold back then, so what can I say? Next up we have Season 28. I did not play this season at all. Again, I'm familiar with the rewards that you get from it. I'm going to have to put it here. There's nothing, like, it's just, I mean, the theming is kind of nice of it. The theme is nice, but, that's another thing I should start talking about. The theme for this one is very unique, in my opinion. I wish Nitro Type would continue to make seasons like this. But yeah, they kind of just stopped. Like, and another thing too, it doesn't just have to be based off of like the time of year. Like, whatever look, we got, for example, we have Sea of Riches, which is probably like one of my favorite seasons. Had nothing to do with spring or anything like that. It was just like a nice season. Again, with like fast food too. That one was okay. And what we have back to school, Nitro TV. Yeah, like, it doesn't have to do with, it could be unique. Like, being unique is alright. This one was very exotic and I liked it. That's enough of that. Let's move on to Season 29. Again, I'd probably have to give this B. Actually, we'll give it a B tier, because some of the rewards are nice. But like, again, some of them, it was a better season, but like, it's when I started getting back into Nitro Type after my COVID break. But yeah, 2021 update. Does this even count? Why is this here? I don't think this was a season, was it? It was when they brought the shops, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, we'll give that an E. Alright. So we haven't had anything super terrible yet. Like, these seasons, they were just okay. Like, Nitro Type was, they were trying to figure out like what the people wanted, and it was like when seasons were still like a new topic or a new subject, if you will. What's this? X-Max 2020. Gotta say, this one might be our first D. I don't know about you, but I did not like this season that much. As someone who was a free player at the time, getting an airplane as their only Christmas car option didn't really make me happy. I'll be honest. Getting an airplane, because that's what it was I wish they would bring that back, because back then, the final tier reward would be something for all free players to have. And I thought that was pretty nice, especially as a free player, but especially now, like, a lot more people are getting gold, which I guess is what Nitro Type wants. Let's be honest. They want to make money. How do you make money? Convince people to buy gold. It's just a simple marketing principle. But yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm not really going to argue with it. I'm just going to say that it was 2022 or 2020 as well. You got to keep that in mind. It was COVID. Communication was tough. And for Neon Spring, I'd say, like, you got to consider that too. Neon Spring, these 3 seasons, or all these 4 seasons, I should say, this one, and this one, were both made during COVID, when they couldn't like communicate with each other, or communication was tough. And considering that factor, I'd say they all did pretty good. All right, what's up? Winter's End. All right, I have a pretty unpopular opinion about this one. I feel like it was unnecessary. I feel like some of these cars should have been included in the X Max season, because I feel like if they were included in the X Max season, the X Max season would have been a lot better. They didn't have to they didn't have to make a whole separate winter's end season. Like, I felt like that was unnecessary. Um, I'm probably gonna put this one in E, just because like the cars weren't bad though. They were all unique. They brought that one back, but whatever. I feel like that was appropriate to bring back. There's a difference between bringing back good cars and bringing back like bad cars that like no one cares about. We'll get into that later once we talk about haunted highways. But yeah, Winter's End. It's just, I don't know. It's just like unnecessary in my opinion. Or all right, move that down to F, because I feel like I have a personal story about why that doesn't make me happy. Yeah, we're gonna keep continuing. All right, next we have Sea of Riches. I'll give it an A, solid A. That was when I really started to really get into Nitro Type, if you will. I started participating. I was part of a team. And that was when it was fun for me, and I didn't even have Nitro Type Gold, so you got to keep that in mind too. I had fun on this was back in the day when you were able to have fun on Nitro Type without having Nitro Type Gold. Now I feel like having Nitro Type Gold is more of like a requirement or something to have, or to even like enjoy it, because if you don't have Nitro Type Gold, it like lags. The website's just not enjoyable anymore without Nitro Type Gold. But yeah, Sea of Riches, I really like the theme of it. I was really excited. I remember seeing the posts and everything and just being super excited and being like, yeah, this is a nice season. And like, I feel like the whole like community was like going crazy about the Corsa Mystica. That was a really unique car. I'll say Nitro Type did good with this season. Summer Trails, you already know, it's going to D. I didn't even finish the season when it was around, partially because I don't really play much over the summer, and secondly because it wasn't really interesting to me. If it was worth finishing, if it really had interesting rewards, then I would probably put in the effort to finish it, but I didn't really care, to be honest. The only reason why I would have raced would have been for my team, not for the season. And yeah, it's kind of just unfortunate that that a season like this had to exist. That's enough I'll say. That's all I got to say about that one. Summer Trails just wasn't that great. All right, what's next? Back to school. You know what? I'll give this one a B. Actually, C, probably. I'd give it like a mid C. Yeah, because there wasn't really anything special about it. I mean, sure, you got some new cars, but I remember they brought back the Devastator, which was probably one of it wasn't that good of a car. It was just a potato with wheels. But I guess that's not really important. It was just, if I can't really remember the season, then that probably just means that it wasn't that remarkable, okay. That's enough of that. Let's move on to X-Max 2021. Alright, this is tough. It's not an S tier, guys. I don't even know if it deserves A tier. That's being a little generous. I think it deserves a solid B. I remember as a free player getting, when it came around, I was initially unexcited about it, but I guess looking back, it's really not that bad. If I had Nitro Type Gold, I probably would have enjoyed it more. Again, this is when when I actually wanted to have Nitro Type Gold, because once the next season Fast Food came around, that's when I got Nitro Type Gold. And for speaking of Fast Food, I'd probably give it a B, because it was the first season that I was able to get every single reward, if you will, because that was when I got Nitro Type Gold. And yeah, it was a unique theme, I'll say. I don't know if it was really worth having to wait all that time, because I remember it did get delayed, but it wasn't terrible either. Again, we've definitely had some, in this year alone, some mediocre seasons, if you will. Now, moving on from that, we have Nitro Arcade. This one was, as VL would say, came out of, I don't even know what he said. He said something like out of left field or something like that, or like a crazy season that's unique. I'd probably give it a D, and I'd probably do the same for the 2 arcade seasons. Why? Because they should have just been one season. I don't get why Nitro Type was like, oh yeah, it'll be so much cooler if we split these up into Volume 1 and Volume 2. Like, come on. Like, you don't accomplish anything by making these, like, 2 separate seasons. I feel like people would have enjoyed it more if they were 2 different things. The theming wasn't it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't super great either. Like, that's a pretty weird car, and that motorcycle is a motorcycle that probably one of the ugliest motorcycles I've ever seen. Same with that. Like, I don't like it. They did bring back some cars, which is nice, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. It also had the ice cream truck, the sour truck, that's now currently in the season. Yes, I'm here. I don't even know why I'm checking it out. Okay, see, there it is, sour truck right there. And that was tier 20 reward. Plus, they only had 20. They could have just made it all like a. They definitely could have made it a tier, like a 35 tiered season. But whatever. Too late to complain now. Sunshine Grand Prix. I'd probably give this one a B as well. As you can see, not a lot of these seasons are getting A's yet. We're getting to a few good ones, and a few bad ones. But yeah, like this is my initial reaction. Like, I'm not really putting much thought into this because I don't want to sit here for an hour, and I know you guys don't want to sit here for an hour watching me do this. So I'm going through relatively quickly, trying not to ramble about or rant about a certain season. But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys like impatient waiting forever. Back to school. This one deserves like E probably. It was like a bunch of old history cars. Like, there was nothing cool about them. Like, I didn't like it at all, even though I finished it, which I definitely shouldn't have. I didn't really gain much from finishing it, to be honest. Yeah, if you guys want to see like my final, like, because like, again, this isn't final. Like, I might go back like after I finish recording and like change a few things around, be like, oh yeah, maybe I should have been a little nicer to this one, or oh, I definitely should have moved you down. Yeah, let's keep going. Nitro TV, also probably E, because it was just so, like, Nitro TV, the only TV cars that it was just so bland in my opinion, even though like they thought someone did this out of order here. What did I do? Why is Autumn Overdrive here? I was about to say I thought I missed one. Alright. Autumn Overdrive, I'm probably going to put it in C, because I know a lot of people aren't like huge fans about it, but like I personally thought it was pretty good. I'd even move it up to a B actually, because first of all, pretty much all the cars for that season were brand new, like unique, if you get what I'm saying. Like, none of them were returned or revamped or anything like that. Number 2, it was like, I thought the theme was pretty good. Like, Nitro Type definitely could have used some like fall cars. Like, sure, they're not everybody's favorite, but like, I thought it wasn't like, come on, like the Blitz Sunset, like, come on, like that. It's a nice car. You can't say that it's not a good car. Like, come on, they did really good with that one. And also the other one, it was supposed to be orange, just plain orange, but then they changed it to being like dual colors. But even with the paint change, I thought it was a pretty good car. Yeah, let's keep going. X-Max 2022. Whew. I'd say this has probably been X-Max 2022 has probably been one of the best seasons that Nitro Type has had in a long time. Why? Because it. I'm trying to explain this the best way that I can. really just, I feel like it just suited what the community wanted. It had a good balance of new cars and also like bringing back old cars, if you get what I'm saying. I want to find the rewards, but because I can kind of remember the rewards, but not that much. Anyways, yeah, this was probably just one of the best seasons that Nitro Type has ever made. Just because the cars and the theming and the trails and just, it was all super great. I feel like the community definitely could have used it. It made me happy. I really liked like it. It was a season worth finishing. Nitro Type doesn't really make those type of seasons anymore. Because I didn't finish back to school and I don't plan on finishing Haunted Highways anytime soon. Because I already have like half the cars. Nitro Racing League, I'd probably give it a C. Like, it was really just a bunch of race cars. Like, come on. Really bland, really kind of unoriginal. Yeah, we're gonna keep moving. Nitro Movie Night. Again, I'm probably moving this. You're also going into C. A lot of these seasons are C's, as you can tell. Whatever. I'm a pretty picky person when it comes to seasons. Speaking of seasons, that actually gives me an idea. What would a perfect... If you guys made it to this part of the video, I want you to comment down below what would a perfect season be for you and why. And that's how I know that you've made it to this part of the video. Now I'm going to keep going. We have 4 seasons left, and these are all pretty mid, except for that one. That was terrible. Spring Clean. A lot of people didn't like it at first, but I'm going to tell you, it wasn't that bad. I mean, sure, like, I really like the Coromodo Cerberus. That was a nice car. And like, people were like, the Winston Maythaw is so bad, I hate it, it shouldn't be in the season. Yeah, it's kind of old, but like, I mean, the color is kind of mid, but personally, I don't think it's that bad of a car. I did use it once or twice. But yeah, like, there are worse cars than the Winston Maythaw. Come on. Alright, next up, we have Summer Safari. I'll probably give it a B. Sure, the cars were all new. They were all exotic. But overall, pretty solid season in my opinion. It could have been better, but like, you know, I'll take it, you know. You know, the first thing that I complained about when it came out was the fact that it lasted for the entire summer, and that was all we got. Like, there was very little to none like summer themed stuff, and they would just bring back summer stuff in the shop. I really wish that there was more summer stuff in that season. What next? We have Back to School. I didn't even play this season, but after looking at it, I feel like it brought back some pretty solid stuff. So we'll probably put it, I don't know, I'll probably put it like, it deserves low B, high C. And then last up, we have Haunted Highways. Y'all already know where this is going. This has probably been the worst season ever for several reasons. Like, there's this. It's okay. Like, when you bring back a car, bring back actual good cars next time, Nitro Type. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyways, this is my completed tier list. With Neon Spring and X-Mex 2022 being on top, followed by Sea of Riches, followed by all of these seasons, and then these seasons, and then these seasons, and finally Haunted Highways and the 2021 update. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was a little lengthy. That's kind of how I am. I don't like doing things short unless it's something funny. But yeah, if you guys have any other video suggestions for what you want to see me do, leave them in the comments. Other than that, I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Also, subscribe.